Greg here, good to see you again. Due to being locked down, most of us are now teaching online from home. And a lot of us are doing it for the very first time. So possibly it's been a bit of a challenge for you guys, and at times I'm sure it's been overwhelming and that you've been lacking motivation. So today, to help you guys, I'm sharing my best tips for keeping inspired and motivated whilst teaching online. My first tip is to be prepared. Okay, so this might sound like something simple, but being as prepared as possible will help reduce your stress levels and keep your motivation levels up. The first part to this is making sure your workspace is organised. I personally like to have my laptop and mouse here and two notepads in front of me, one with my lesson plan and one ready to take notes. Oh, and my bottle of water just here. Secondly, having to find or load resources while your students are watching you can often be quite stressful. Avoid this by ensuring that your resources are prepared and ready to go before the class starts. A few things that I do include making sure my ebook or paper book is open on the correct page, any websites that I need are loaded up, and that I've got extra activities prepared for fast finishes. And finally, get used to your platform's features. Most online platforms share the same core features. Features such as polls, breakout rooms, and screen sharing will help make your classes more engaging and varied. Take the time to get used to them, and they will pay you back by making your classes and you fresh and inspired. If you'd like some more help with this, don't forget to take a look at my series of online teaching tips videos in the Supporting Every Teacher section of the Learn English with Cambridge YouTube channel. You'll find the links below this video. My next tip is maintaining a positive relationship with your pupils. Building and maintaining relationships in an online classroom can often be trickier than in a real-life classroom. Of course, body language is greatly reduced, and often you can end up being just a face on a screen, as I was once described by one of my students. Losing this connection can be demotivating for all parties. The key to avoiding this is keeping it personal. Ensure that in every class, probably during your class routines, that you ask every student how they are and what they've been doing. So, what do you get up to the weekend? Likewise, as much as possible, ensure that you talk about yourself and share your experiences as well. Of course, don't forget your students are in their own homes. Ask them for real-life insights during the class. For example, your student has told you he's just cooked an amazing meal. If there's any left, why not ask him to show it to you? My next tip is to continue to develop professionally. If you're feeling tired or demotivated, re-engaging with your professional development, even a little bit, will go a long way to increasing motivation. There are many ways that you can educate yourself, whether it be a podcast, a webinar, a YouTube channel, or simply reading. There is no shortage of materials out there. The topic of online teaching might be a good place to start, or you might want to look into something else. The choice is yours. The most important thing is that you reflect upon how a topic can improve your teaching and then act upon it. And finally, my last tip. Keep your work and home life separate. Although you now live and work in the same place, it's really important that you take time to manage both elements and keep them as separate as possible. Imagine you have some books in your living room, you've been marking exams in your bedroom, and you've been planning in your kitchen. There is a danger that you can never really switch off, which can be both exhausting and demotivating for you. I would choose one area or a whole room in which you plan and teach. You can actually change this from time to time. I think that's healthy. However, the most important thing that it's only one place at any one time. This can be reinforced by having physical reminders that tell you when it's work time or when it's home time. Some good examples include dressing differently when teaching online, or using headphones when teaching. And make sure you communicate this to your students as well. You are not working 100% of the time. Establish with them when you are available and when you're not, and then stick to it. So there you go, some tips to keeping yourself and your students motivated during your online classes. Of course, like always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to like this video and to share the video. And I'll see you next time for more language fun. See you later.
Na 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 na